Evil Dead Rises is out, and it being the 5th in the franchise, how does it compare to the other movies? Well, as many of the fans of these movies know, the first 3 are more campy, comedic horror movies, and the newest 2013 one and this one are more serious in tone. Now, does this movie work on its own, or do you really need to watch all the other movies? And honestly, no, you don't have to watch any of the movies. This works really on its own. That being said, this movie is able to capture the scariness and seriousness of the 2013 version, but also has some comedic moments and those Evil Dead tropes that we know and love from the first 3. The story is Beth goes to visit her sister Ellie and her 3 daughters in her LA apartment. The girls happen to find this creepy book and unfortunately release some evil demons upon their apartment complex, turning their mom into a possessed deadite. This movie's tone was excellent. I love the eeriness, and it just has you on edge during a lot of the scenes in this movie. The use of lighting in this was really well done, and the cinematography and just the style of the film was really nice to look at. You can really tell he likes his split diopter shots because he uses it a few times in this movie. I really like how they were able to blend the use of practical effects with a lot of CGI, and it works really well in this. There is also gallons and gallons of blood in this, and some really gory scenes and some pretty good kills, but not as much as I was hoping for. While the mom is up against the 3 daughters and the aunt, there are still the 4 neighbors that are targets outside as well. The only downside of this was that all the neighbors kind of get taken out in like one scene. I mean, it's like a 5-minute period and all 4 neighbors just get killed, and I really didn't like that. I really wish they spread out the kills throughout this movie so it wasn't just like in one scene and then just like girls are in survival mode. I also really wasn't a big fan of the mom's deadite voice. It just kind of came across as this like someone trying to do a jokingly scary voice. I don't know, it just didn't really work for me.
Mommy's with the maggots now.
And what's a movie with a little kid who doesn't make really dumb decisions, and the little girl in this makes a really dumb decision, and it had me shaking my head. Also, you don't really connect with anyone in this movie. A lot of the characters are just there, and sure, you can gather a few things here and there about their character, and of course their family, but other than that, you really don't know much about these characters. And this just kind of makes you not really care about them, and maybe this is due to the writing or the run length or both, but I just didn't really care about really any of the characters, even the main character Beth. Speaking of Beth, she has some serious plot armor because there's so many times she should have just straight out died but didn't. I did like Lily Sullivan as Beth though. She is pretty badass in this movie. The Deadites are something you do not want to mess with. They are really hard to take down. And of course, what's an Evil Dead movie without a double barrel shotgun and a chainsaw, which this movie has both. I honestly do like the 2013 movie a lot more than this one, but this still is good in its own right. I had an enjoyable time, so this is why I give Evil Dead Rise an 8 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.